Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Retro Canyon Collectors channel. Today, we're taking a look at one of the coolest figures I have ever messed with. Also, one of the cleanest figures I have ever messed with. This thing has no kibble, like, at all. But this is the Legacy Evolution Tarn from the IDW comics. So let's get him out of here so we can take a look at the box first. And so these here are the Legacy Evolution boxes. It's very similar to the Legacy boxes, but it's got a little bit more like a green-blue kind of color scheme instead of like a red-purple kind of color scheme. Very nice. I actually like these a lot. But you can see here we have a picture of Tarn in his tank mode. It says Legacy Evolution down there. We have Comic Universe Tarn. He's from the IDW comics. On the side here you have the Legacy Evolution art. Very cool. On the back here we have, can't see it up here, but it does say Comics Universe Tarn, Transformers. You have him in his robot mode doing something that he can actually do. He can kneel. I know, right? How many Transformers figures can cleanly kneel? It's so minor, but man, is it impressive. Here he is in tank mode. Here's his Evo Fusion gimmick, where his two cannons can become a bigger cannon. Yeah, it's gotta have some kind of gimmick. On the side here, you have pictures of him with his awesome Decepticon insignia mask, and him firing his cannons on his back. Top is Legacy Evolution. Go ahead and scan that if you want to. QR codes give you all of his stats and stuff, but that's about it. Information on the bottom. Get that out of here. And we can bring him back into here. And wow. That's pretty much what I gotta say here, is just wow. This is a very, very impressive looking figure. This thing, like I said earlier, here, let's get that out of there. Where is the kibble? Where is the emptiness and hollowness? It's not there. There is none. There is none. This is like one of the cleanest figures I have ever handled, ever. It's great. I don't do third party, so I don't know. There's probably some third party that are better, but just wow. Very impressive looking. So as you can see, he is primarily purple. Two different shades of purple here, with some gray and some gold and stuff. Just very, very cool. You can see he's also got his triple layered treads up on his shoulders, as well as probably one of the coolest things I've ever seen. He has the Decepticon insignia for a head. And now, I've never actually read the IDW comics, but I do believe this is a removable faceplate here, but it is not removable on the toy. It is just the headpiece. Unfortunately, I kind of wish it was removable, but it's not. But not that big of a deal, especially for how nice this figure is. Definitely impressive. But all in all, easily one of the nicest looking robot modes I have ever seen. This right here just kind of shows me what Hasbro can do and what I kind of expect from them more in the future. But he does have a couple, not necessarily gimmicks, but he does have a couple accessories that kind of work together with each other. He has two fusion cannons, kind of based off of Megatron's fusion cannons. So you can peg them on his arms, just like Megatron would. Or he can wield them as cannons. Or his Evo Fusion gimmick is you can literally just peg them together to have one giant cannon. It is what it is. But then you can also take this piece here. Ooh, let's not drop it. You take this piece here, get this to focus, and you can peg them on here. And then you can put him on his back, this, store them back there. You can spin this around like this. There we go. And he can point them forward. There's all sorts of things you can do with this. It's pretty versatile. But you can take all these off here. And these guns on the back here can also move and be positioned differently. So there's a lot you can do with the various weapons this guy comes with. And like I said, I haven't read the IDW comics, but I do know that this guy is part of the DJD, which is the Decepticon Justice Division. And he's not really a kid-friendly character, which is kind of surprising that they made a toy of him. He's brutal, man. He's not one to be messed with. But let's just spin him around again. Just wow. Look at how clean this is. Very, very impressive. And he is also fairly articulated. His head is on a ball joint, so he can get a little bit of side to side, quite a bit of up and down. Full 360. His arms can do full 360, as well as come out this far. He does have an interesting little joint here too, that's kind of for transformation, but you can use it to pose him to kind of get his shoulders up a little bit to make him look a little bit more menacing in some poses. He does have bicep rotation, as well as little beyond a 90-degree elbow joint. He has wrist articulation and opening fingers. He has a full 360. It's kind of blocked by this, but in theory, he can do a full 360 on the hips, but it kind of gets blocked a little bit. But he can kick out a little past 90 degrees, kick back about the same, and can kick out to the side about that far. So, I mean, he's pretty articulated. Oh, wait, no, not done. He's got thigh rotation, full 360. Oh, actually not full 360. He got stopped right there. Interesting, that little nub kind of stops it. Then you get some really deep knee joints and some really nice ankle articulation. It kind of stops right here, but you can get a lot of different poses. And the box kind of showed this off, and it might be dumb, but check this out. My guy can kneel. How many Transformers figures have you seen that can just straight up kneel? I've probably seen one. Him. It's so dumb, but I'm so impressed by that. When I first got this guy and I took him out of the package, I kneeled him down and I just left him there for like a week. I was like, wow, it can kneel. It's very impressive. But very, very cool figure. Let's go ahead and put his arm cannons back on him. And then we can do a couple robot mode comparisons here. So here we have Tarn next to his wave mate. This is Leo Prime, aka Lio Convoy. Also from Legacy Evolution Wave 1. Very cool looking. And then we have from Legacy Evolution Wave 2, because I found these guys around the same time, not too far apart from each other. This is Twincast. So, very, very cool. Solid figure for a first wave. Definitely impressive. But we can go ahead and get him transformed into his vehicle mode. Get that checked out. To see the transformation guide, like always, it'll be down in the description as well as right up here. And here we have Tarn in his tank mode. And somehow, for being a pretty good sized Voyager class figure, this thing really folds down into being a pretty small little vehicle mode. It's very tight, very compact in here, how this works. But as you can see, he's got a lot of weapons here. He's got these 2 cannons up in front still from the back. And then he's got his 2 big cannons up on top. And this can kind of rotate and articulate, but it is just kind of held in with 2 pegs, so it doesn't like to stay on there too much. It does just kind of come off sometimes. And you can kind of articulate these depending on what hole you have them pegged into. They can articulate. They're just a little bit impeded on themselves. But all in all, very cool. It keeps that nice 2-tone purple, kind of brings out a little bit more of the red and a little bit of the gold up here. You still got that nice gold Decepticon insignia up on front now. Just a very, very cool figure. And these might look like wheels, but they're actually solid pieces, but it kind of doesn't stop this thing from rolling fairly decently. It kind of just glides across whatever you have it setting on. They don't roll, but can't complain too much about that. I typically keep my figures on my shelf in robot mode anyways, but very, very cool. And to kind of show you what I mean by it folds up rather nicely, let's grab some vehicle modes for a size comparison. So here we have Tarn, and this is the Legacy Evolution Metal Hawk. And as you can see, Tarn is a lot smaller. He's a little bit taller, a little bit beefier, but just, let's see if I can hold him better this way. Just a lot smaller in overall size here. Definitely compacts in a bit more than your average Voyager. So let's go ahead and grab a deluxe. This is Legacy Evolution Scraphook. Definitely seems I mean, like, it's too big to be a deluxe, obviously, but it's almost easier to compare the size with a deluxe. Most of the Voyagers out there are just quite a bit bigger than this when it comes to vehicle mode. I'm not complaining at all. It's pretty impressive how you get such a tall, slender robot mode to just compact into a nice chunky little tank. But very, very cool. Get that a little straighter. Definitely like this. This is awesome. We can go ahead and get him out of here though. And we can get him transformed back into his robot mode. And once again, transformation guides down in the description as well as right up here. And here we are back in robot mode. Pretty much to finish this video up, this is easily one of the most impressive figures I have ever seen come out of Hasbro. Just freaking awesome, dude. Like, I can't stress it more. This is easily one of the nicest, cleanest, most, there's no hollow spots, there's no kibble, I mean, except this, but you can just remove that and put it somewhere else. It's I'm kind of at a loss for words for this figure. This is simply impressive. This is, if you at all like the IDW comics, or if you like more obscure characters, or if you just want a really, really, really nice Transformer to just mess with, get it. If I've kind of heard that the prices on it are getting a little bit high, but if you get the chance, get it. Jump on it. It is an amazing figure. I give it 2 thumbs up. I also give 2 thumbs up to everybody who's left like, comments, and subscribes down there, and to Mega Doomer over on Patreon. So if you want to join us and talk to us on Patreon, make sure to check that out down in the description. hit subscribe, hit like, anything. It all helps the channel out. Even share this to your friends. If you have friends thinking about buying Tarn, show them this video and tell them I give them 2 thumbs up. But awesome figure. I love this. Can't get enough of this. But I hope you enjoyed that review. I hope you stick around for more videos coming soon in the future, and I hope you have a good night.